Welcome. Thank you for practicing with me. Today we honor the summer solstice, International Day of Yoga, which is June 21st, and also on the cusp of Father's Day and Juneteenth. So there's a lot to celebrate right now. Thank you for joining me for this 20-minute yoga asana practice. We'll be focusing on sun salutations to honor those who were enslaved in America, and to honor our fathers, and to honor the summer solstice. So it's a perfect time to be practicing. If you have a block, a set of blocks, please bring them to the practice. If you don't have blocks, you can use shoe boxes or anything else that you have that's sturdy and stable to help prop yourselves up. We do like to use supports in our yoga practice. So to start, you can just bring your blocks close to you to make sure that you have them on hand. Anything else you may need, towel, water, and maybe a soft blanket to sit on if we're gonna start with the meditation practice. So beginning here, we're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All the way through, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more time, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And here, if you're comfortable, you can drop your eyes down or find a still place to let your gaze follow. We're going to set our intention for today's practice. It could be to remain present in your body, to send love and jubilee to honor everything that's going on right now, this powerful time, or something else. So take a moment to set your intention. And once that is sealed, slowly open your eyes, and then inhale, reach up. And then on the exhale, remembering what foot is in front, we're going to slowly walk our hands to the front of our mat, just to release our backs. Being mindful here not to arch and hunch our backs, but to have a flat back. Make sure that your seat bones and your tailbones are rooted into the corners of your mat. And then slowly walk your hands forward, just to begin with a very gentle practice and a stretch on our backside body. And just notice where you feel the stretch. Try to keep your head in alignment with your spine and your back, just so you don't tweak it in any way. Take a few deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And then slowly walk your hands back to your legs, and then switch whichever leg you had in the front. So I had my right leg in the front, and I'll move my left leg to the front. It feels a little awkward for me on this side, so notice which side is not your dominant crisscross applesauce leg. Feels uncomfortable, but we go with it. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, this time bringing your hands right out to the front of your mat. And then allowing your sit bones to connect to the floor. When we think about this time of year, just thinking about the beginning of summer and the longer days, and all there is to be grateful for, and so much to honor, I just invite you to welcome that spirit and to continue to welcome it here in today's practice and then off our mats. So slowly walk your hands a little bit forward, a little bit more. And if it's uncomfortable, it's okay to smile, loosen your jaw, drop your shoulders away from your ears. Inhale, exhale, let it all out. And then slowly walk your hands back to your mat, and then we're gonna find ourselves on all fours in a tabletop position. So I'm gonna bring my blocks a little bit closer because I will use them in just a moment. Making sure that our hands and wrists are below our shoulders at a 90-degree angle. Flat back here, And then on the inhale, we're going to do a couple of cat cows to release our back. So after the flat back, we're going to inhale, curl up into the cat posture, but doing so beginning with your tailbone. And then exhaling, beginning with your tailbone, and then curling out your vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time, where your neck and your shoulders and your head are the last to come forward. Here, being mindful not to sink into the posture, but press back out of the shoulder, and then inhale, tailbone first, and the upper body, the shoulders and the neck and the head come last. Exhale. Go ahead and take that at your own pace, remembering tailbone first, head last, one vertebrae at a time. And then inhale, then exhale. And if you're comfortable, you can wiggle it out from side to side. So you can take just a side twist to release that spine. I know a lot of us sit during the day at those computers, so we want to just wiggle it all out. After this cat-cow stretch, we're going to prepare for a low lunge, leaving your left knee to the ground. Bring your right leg forward. From here, you can bring your blocks to tent either side of your right foot. And then you're going to take a low lunge, remembering to bring those toes, make sure your toes are in front of your knees, and that you're at a 90-degree angle. And then drop. See if you can find some space. If you need to make space into your body for your hips to sink down, go ahead and do so. And then use your blocks on whatever level is for you. A lot of times in any sort of practice, we like to try to go super hard. And it's best if we go slow, because you can get into a deeper stretch, so that the next time you can progress deeper into the posture. And so, dropping your left hip, bringing your right hip back. There we go. Inhale and then exhale into the posture. If you want to come up, breathe inhale, and then slight exhale, lower down into the posture. A little dynamic movement. Inhale, exhale. And we'll be still for a second. Really allow that posture to sink in. Slowly bring your straighten your leg, and then you can allow your blocks to follow your hands. We'll just take a backward stretch on the backside body. Your hip may have a tendency to flail out to the left. You want to bring that left hip back and square, and then you'll really kind of start to notice where you feel that stretch on the backside of your body. It'll get a little spicy, and that's okay. So exhale, release. And then slowly come forward, and we're going to switch. So bringing those blocks to the other side of the body, and then comfortably switch from your right foot being forward and now to your left. So set up the low lunge on the left side. We'll do that dynamic movement again. Just get comfortable first, noticing the posture, knees and ankles in alignment, toes in front of the knees so we don't cause any knee injuries. Making room in our body for our hips to sink down. Exhale. And then inhale, come out of the posture a tiny bit, and then exhale, lower down. Inhale, come out of the posture just a tiny bit, and exhale, lower down. And we'll find stillness. Recall your intention for today's practice. Just hold it in your heart. And on the next inhale, we're going to slowly straighten our front leg, bringing our blocks with us, and we're going to take the backside body, noticing if your right hip wants to flail to the right, you're going to bring it center, and then tip back just a tiny bit, and then notice what you feel on the backside of that left leg. And here you can notice if one leg feels different than the other. It happens for many of us. Most of us have a dominant side, and that's okay. Exhale. And then bring your blocks forward. From here, we're going to just take a child's pose, so you can move your blocks off to your mat. In the child's pose, you can take your knees as wide or as narrow as is comfortable in your body. And slowly sit back, bringing your hands forward to the front of your mat, and then slowly lowering your head to your mat. Take a few deep breaths here. Notice what you feel on the back side of your body. Intentional rest, intentional restoration. Last collective inhale together. Deep belly breath, exhale. It's okay to smile on the side. Inhale, we're going to meet in all fours. And from here, from all fours, we're going to press back to down dog. So root your hands down into your mat. From the root, you're going to start with your abs. So tighten your core, use your core, tuck your toes, and from here, press back into down dog, off your knees. This is our first down dog together, so go ahead and pedal your feet out left and right. Take it as a movement here. Come to your tiptoes, ground through your hands, and then slowly bring your heels down. Your heels do not have to touch the backside of your mat. Just noticing that deep stretch on the backside of your calves, ankles, hamstrings, up your back. Slowly walk tiptoe your hands, tiptoe toward the hands at the top of the mat. And then exhale and then fold all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. You're going to place your hands on your shins, tabletop, flat back, head looking down at the ground, shoulders away from your ears. A couple of deep belly breaths here. Exhale, fold all the way to the ground. It's okay to have a slight bend in your knees. Your knees should not be locked. They don't have to be locked. Slight bend, safest. You can still get circulation to all of your extremities. And then inhale, we're going to slowly reach up, standing up one vertebra at a time. Hands all the way up to the sky, shoulders away from our ears. And then slowly bring your hands to heart center, and then down to either side of your body. Mountain pose. Strong, balanced. Recall that intention you set for today's practice. Hold it here. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, swan dive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. Set up with your plank. Your feet can be as wide or as narrow as you like. The more narrow they are, the more challenging it is. If they're about shoulder width apart, that's a pretty good challenging distance. Tighten your whole body and then slowly lower it down, chaturanga. To your belly, straighten your toes. Inhale, halfway lift, just a small cobra, slight back bend. Exhale, release. Inhale, we can take that same slight back bend, hands to either side of our bodies. Exhale, slightly release. This time we'll take a full cobra. Inhale, arms. My arms are a little long, so this is always awkward for me to get into. Exhale all the way down. We're going to be moving through chaturanga several times today. So if it's more comfortable in your body to use your knees, please do so. So we're going to come back through our knees, press back down dog. From here, you can either walk to the top of your mat or right leg up to the ceiling. Right knee to right elbow, step through, Step through with your left. Inhale, all the way down toward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. So that was the first sun egg in honor of summer solstice. We'll do several of those. We're gonna feel a little heat, get a little warmed up in our body. It's okay if you have to readjust. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back, plank. You can take this plank to your knees. Inhale, exhale, lower down using your triceps. Press back. Up dog. Back bend. Bending your knees, coming through, down dog. Left leg up. Left knee to left elbow. Step it through. And then step through with your right. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back into plank. Through your knees. Lower down. Take your back bend. Press back through, down dog. You know where you're going now. We'll do it together. You can either step through or bring your right leg forward and your left leg forward. Inhale, halfway lift. We skipped a chaturanga there, it's okay. Exhale, forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Chaturanga, lower down. Press back up, dog. Press down to your mat, down dog. Left leg up or step through with your left. Meet at the top of your mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. A few deep breaths here. Noticing what you feel. The heat rising and falling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Take it through your knees. Lower down using your triceps. Back bend. Step back, press back, down dog. Meet me at the top of your mat. You can either step or take a large lunge. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step back to plank. Through your knees. Lower down. Chaturanga. Use those triceps. And take your back bend. Press that down dog. Inhale. Left leg up or step through with your left. Top of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Mountain pose. You can stay there in mountain pose. I'm going to explain what we're going to do for a couple of postures for the rest of the class. These are going to be some more dynamic postures just to do some stretching out after we did those vinyasas and salutations to warm up. These are We're going to be using the length of our mat, typically done in a moon salutation. I know it's Sun Salutation Day, but we can also honor what is opposite, and keeping everything in balance, which is also the moon. So with our, this is not a full moon, this is just half of what will be done on the moon side of the mat. We're going to have our feet past our shoulders, toes slightly turned in a little bit. We're going to inhale, reach all the way up, and then bringing your hands to your hips. You're going to hinge from your hips all the way down. Now here is when you can bring your blocks, and you can put them on whatever setting is best for your body. And then slowly just allow the release to happen in the back side of your body. Take a few deep breaths in. Sink down a little bit deeper. Taking those blocks away from us now, we're going to turn towards the top of our mat, bringing our right foot forward and bringing our left foot, grounding it down at a 90-degree angle. We're going to cartwheel our hands up and meet in warrior 2. Straightening your leg, turning your foot again in, bringing your back foot, your left foot to the back of your back. Warrior 2 on the back side of your mat. Bringing your feet forward again. Inhale, reach all the way up. Swan dive. You can bring those blocks back to the center. Lower down. And then find yourself in a seated posture. Just a couple of stretches just to file us down and settle us in. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Recalling your intention for today's quick practice. Allow it to sit in. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.